Alright, so I've started the live, and here's the study guide. Waiting on some people to get in, just to make sure that this is working. Alright, so again, if you're not familiar, I am a math teacher, and today we are at home because of a snow day. And so I decided to do a YouTube live to kind of get a lesson out there. Trying to make sure my students aren't missing too much. I know they probably outside playing or inside playing games, but hopefully they're tuning in. I'm gonna wait until they roll in. Hopefully it's working. Let me just check with them, make sure the link is working for them, and we'll get started here in a little bit. Alright, I see 2 people in. Woohoo! I see Official Sam. I see David. This is Samuel from last year. You're gonna know this already. Yeah, cool. Got 2 guys in here so far. Yeah, so Sam, I'm gonna say, since it's a snow day, I'm teaching. Whoa, man, Sam, your YouTube channel's blown up, I guess, because you beat me in my subs. Right? I only got 74 still. Congratulations. Keep it growing. Keep it going, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Grow your YouTube channel. Subscribe to David, too. The DC DIY. They're starting their YouTube channel. They're a DIY channel. David and Christian. So, yeah, Sam, go subscribe to them. It's pretty cool. We're trying to start out, too, so. Yeah, you're close to 80 for sure. I'm going to going over some math today. Sorry, Sam. I'm not going to be doing a drawing. I might do a drawing at the end. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I see 2 other people joined in. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now it's working. Now it's working. Now it is working. Cool. I'm just going to wait until a few more people get in, and then I'm going to get started. Because I already did this, actually. I did this for 40 minutes on my other account, and it didn't let anybody watch it, so I'm gonna do it on here. I gotta get started soon so that it'll upload, and those who cannot make it at this time can watch it later. You can watch it like tonight, watch it tomorrow, anytime before the test, because this is a review, chance to review here online. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. 6 people here in the chat room. Yeah, shout out to you, David, for joining in, man. That's awesome. So I got David in here. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to get started on, let's see. Yeah, I'm actually going to get started on the mixed number review, and then we'll go to the study guide. So I want to review mixed numbers. All right. So I'm going to use pen. Hopefully I don't make a major mistake. But all right. So let me know, guys, in the chat. See if you guys could see. Let me know if you guys could see the paper and if it's clear enough. My lighting is okay, because I don't want to do all this and nobody could really even see it. Let me know in the chat. Oh, hey, Miss Lipscomb. Thanks for tuning in, too. Shout out to you. A teacher that joins in. That's awesome. So hopefully it's working right. Let me know if the lighting's okay. Awesome. Cool. All right, so I just got paper. Let me try to fix my lighting, though. I don't like this lighting. It's a little dark. hopefully that brightened it up. Okay. Okay. All right. Hopefully the quality is good. So I'm going to do a review on the mixed numbers first. We'll start off with that, and then we'll go into the study guide. I'll probably just do 4 problems of the study guide, and after this video, I will actually upload the answer key. So Miss Lipscomb and I will upload the answer key a little bit later after this video. All right. So try to keep my eye on this chat in case you guys have any questions and comments, and also try to keep an eye on this paper. Okay, so mixed numbers. Sam, let me ask you for some mixed numbers, man. Let's see if you remember some mixed numbers, since you're a sixth grader now. Give me a mixed number to add. Easy stuff, though. I'm dealing with some 4th graders here. I don't want to go crazy. I mean, they could probably do it, but I want to start off easy. So mixed number review. We're adding them. We're going to just be adding them. So I need a mixed number. I need a mixed number. Anyone in the chat? Anyone in the chat? You need a mixed number. Maybe it's a little slow. Maybe there's lag. Alright, 5 seconds. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and get one myself. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so here's the first one. We'll do 3/4 plus, let's try to keep it simple, 2 and 3/4. Alright, so this, oh, thank you, Sam. Sorry, the chat came in a little late. I'll do that. I'll use that one. Oh, actually, you did use it. 2 and 3/4. Cool, thank you. So, this Lipscomb dropping. I'll probably do that one after. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do 2 mixed numbers being added together. I'm going to show you guys 2 different methods. I'm going to call the first one M1, method number 1. This one is where we convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions. So you'll see me I like to write what I'm doing under the actual numbers, and so I'm going to just go ahead and set myself up. I have 2 fractions right here, right? So I'm going to convert them to improper fraction. Excuse me. Alright. Sorry, had to sneeze. Okay, so method number 1 is where, and David remembers this from Ms. Rhodes the other day. So you would start with the denominator, because that's how many pieces are in the whole. We start with the denominator. We would multiply. We're going to multiply 4 times 3. That's going to give us 12. And I like to write what I get up here so that I know that's going to be 12. Oops, that red doesn't work there. So 12, and then I'm going to add that to my numerator, which is 12 plus 3 gives us 15. Now we have our numerator. Our denominator stays the same because the amount of pieces in the whole does not change. So we still have 4 parts to make a whole. So now we have 15/4. Going over here to the second mixed number, 4 multiplied by 2 gives us 8. 8 plus the 3 gives us 11. So we have 11/4. Alright? So we've successfully changed the mixed numbers into improper fractions. And since we've already learned how to add fractions, it should be fairly simple, because we know that when we're adding fractions and they have a common denominators, or also known as like denominators, we're going to keep it the same. We keep the denominator the same, and then all we have to do is add the numerators, right? And so 15 plus 11, I'm going to advise, and I'm going to kind of suggest that people do that on the side. I know some people do it mentally, but I'm going to say let's just do it on the side too, because we don't want to make any mistakes. So I'll do 15 plus 11, 5 plus 1, 6, 1 plus 1 is 2, and so we know we end up with 26/4, or 26/4. Now, believe me, most answers will not be in improper fractions. We'll have to convert it back to mixed numbers because that's what we're learning about. We got to go back to mixed numbers, and so we go 26 over 24. That means we're going to divide 26 by 4 to find out how many holes there are with this improper fraction and how many is remaining, how many pieces are remaining. So we'd go 4 goes into 24 how many times? 4 times 6 gives us 24. So that works out really good. So it's going to be 6 holes. Take the 24 pieces that made that hole away from the 26, and we have 2 remaining. So our remainder of 2. So the cool thing about when we do fractions, since we've been doing long division, we already know how to get remainders, and those remainders, believe it or not, become our numerators. So we have 2 remaining out of the 4, and since we use 24 pieces to make 6 holes, that is our final answer. All right. So that's method number 1. You have to convert, and then you get a big improper fraction. You just divide the numerator by the denominator, which will give you your holes and the remaining fraction. And you get your mixed number with a whole number and a fraction. All right. So cool. So I see Sam loves long division. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't. This is my 4th grade class. You know, we're here at on a snow day, so I wanted to kind of still teach them a little bit. So I'm doing this YouTube live because I was like, this is a way that they can watch me and they can still learn. And so, all right. So that was method number 1. Method number 2, same problem. All right, guys. I'm gonna do the same problem using a second method. All right. So this is the method we kind of looked at. I want you guys to see the original problem as well. I'm gonna rewrite it. 3 3/4 plus 2 and 3/4. Same problem. All right. So same problem, and I'm gonna move myself a little bit to the other corner so I'm not blocking the paper. All right. So what I will do in method number 2 is add the whole numbers together. This is also known as adding like terms, which you guys will learn. I know Sam should know this, adding like terms. You add the whole numbers together separately, and then you add the fractions separately. This is the second method, okay? So I like to box in what I will add together. I know I'm going to add these 2 whole numbers together, and I'll add those to the side here. 3 plus 2 gives me 5 holes. All right, and then I'll circle in my fractions, saying I'm going to add those together. So this is 3/4 plus 3/4, and that will equal, because we know how to add fractions, should be 3 plus 3, which gives us 6. The denominator stays the same. Now we are here, and we're left with 2 parts. We're left with a whole. We're left with a fraction. And what is this lesson called? Mixed numbers. So we're going to mix those together. So we're mixing the 5, which is our whole, with our fraction, which is 6/4. Now, having a whole number and an improper fraction mixed together, not so good. So the best thing to do, guys, would be to convert this into a mixed number itself, and then add together, because you'll have whole numbers together and then you'll have your remaining fraction. So just like we did up here with improper fractions, how do we get that to become a whole number and a mixed number with a whole number and fraction? Divide it. Just go 6 divided by 4. So 4 goes into 6 one time. Take the 4 away from the 6, giving us a remainder of 2. So our whole number is going to be 1 2/4. So really, if that was the case, instead of it being 6/4, we're really looking at 5 plus 1 2/4. So then we just have to add this together at the end here, and we'll get our answer. We go 5 plus 1 is 6, and the remaining fraction is 2/4. So we got the same answer here. 6 2/4, 6 2/4. Now, now if you look at these two, you can actually reduce them. I would actually reduce them, guys, because again, on the math test or on the study guide, you'll see that you might get an answer like this, and you don't see it as an answer choice. So you have to make sure you know how to reduce. And of course, we know that we can reduce the fraction. So it's going to be 6 2/4 or 6 1/2, because knowing our equivalent fractions, we can divide the top by 2, divide the bottom by 2. 2 divided by 2 gives us 1 on top as the numerator. 4 divided by 2 will give us 2 as the denominator. So that's our equivalent fraction lesson from 2 weeks ago. Well, a long time ago. I don't even, yeah, is it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, it's a long time ago. Well, actually, it's actually last month, last year. So, yeah, so you could do that. Get yourself the answer. All right. So that was a little mini lesson. Kind of when the video's over, I'll cut this up. I'll have this as a separate video so you guys can kind of watch it over again. I know I speak kind of fast, so hopefully you're able to follow. And all right, so let's get to the study guide. So switching over to the study guide. Now number 1 actually has an issue because there's a mistake in it. All right, so there's actually a mistake in number 1. All right, so it says a pizza is divided into 8 equal slices. Of the 8 slices, 2 have sausages, and 1 has bacon, 1 has peppers, 1 has mushrooms, and 3 have pepperoni. So that makes a total of 8, right? 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8. So all these pieces have different, well, you know, some of the pieces have different things. And so, let's see. So the question is, which 2 sections of the pizza together make up more than half of the pizza? Now, I looked at it. If you look at the answer choices, there's actually an error, because if you check out these answer choices, they don't actually make up more than half of the pizza. So this one, you know, I would say let's take out the more than half. Let's just make it which 2 sections actually make half of the make up half the pizza. So let's cross out that word more than, or those words more than, because this is an error. So, but I'll do it anyways. I'll work it out so you guys can see. Let me just turn on my camera again. There's the paper. Let's work it out. Let's see. Sam's putting 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Yeah, quick math. All right. So, all right. So let's take a look here. I'll actually use my black pen. So here's the study guide. Moving on to the study guide. So I'm going to put on top of my paper. Here's the study guide. Number 1. You guys know me. I love to draw. Hence, FongArt, my YouTube channel. So I'm going to kind of draw this out. I like to see, when they talk about pizza, I like to visualize this stuff, right? Let's see. So I'll draw my pizza, which is my circle. And I'm going to go ahead and split that up, because it says there are 8 equal slices in this pizza. So, you know, some people will probably be able to answer the problem right. I like to explain it out, so let me explain it out, okay? So, here we go. Alright, so we have sausages. I'm going to put S as sausages. We have bacon. I'm going to put B, bacon. Alright, and then peppers, similar to pepperoni, so I'm going to just put P. And then mushrooms. And then for the pepperoni, I'm actually going to put pep. Alright, so we know the difference. Pep, because you know, at Little Caesars, if you go to Little Caesars and you say you want a pepperoni pizza, they'll say 1 pep, because they shorten it up. So here we go. Back on task. Alright, so it says that 2 have sausages. So I'm going to go ahead and label my 2 slices that have sausages. So that's 2 out of the 8 pieces. Right? And then the next one says 1 has bacon. I'll put B there. That's 1/8. 1 out of 8 pieces is bacon. The next one is peppers. So only the next slice has 1 out of 8. That's, peppers. One has mushrooms. So 1 is mushrooms. I'm going to put N. That's 1 out of 8. And check it out. There's 3 slices left, and those 3 slices are my pepperoni. So I'm going to put pep for each one. All right. So I have 3/8. So 3/8 is our fraction for pepperoni. So again, if you look at the answer choices, guys, answer choices, A has sausage and bacon. So we just gotta look at these two together. Do they add up to make half of a pizza? Not quite, right? Because it's just 2/8 plus 1/8. That only makes 3/8. That's less than half because half of 8 is 4. So A is not the answer, right? B, let's take a look at that one. Bacon and peppers. So bacon and peppers. That was only 1/8 plus 1/8. So that is only equal to 2/8. That is not even close to half. That's only a quarter if you can do your math, right? And then C is going to be pepperoni and bacon. So pepperoni is pep, and was that bacon? Bacon. Oops, I'm not bacon, but 3/8 plus 1/8. That's going to be equal to 4/8. So that gives us our half. Again, that question's, those are error because it says more than half, but like I said, let's change that. Let's make it just half, right? So C would be a possible answer. Let's just double check D. Peppers and mushroom. Of course, peppers and mushroom. Peppers only 1/8 plus another 1/8. So that's only going to be 2/8. Again, same thing as B there. So D is not the correct answer. All right. So I want to show it at a bigger view so you can see the way I worked it out. On number 1, I just made sure I knew which fractions were for each type of slice. I actually proved out each answer to see which one is correct. And C is the only one that I got to half of the pizza. So, yeah. So that's how you do number 1. Now you don't have to go all crazy and explain everything like I did. I just wanted to because this is a study guide. This is a chance to review. So if you want to go back and review, take a look at that. Right? That's a way to kind of be able to review. All right, I'm going to try to use the back of this paper for number 2. Hopefully it doesn't bleed through and make it too hard to read. But actually, you know what? I'm just going to use a different paper. We got plenty of paper to use. All right, so let's go to question number 2. Back to the study guide. I'm going to have to scroll up a little bit so you guys can see. All right, here's the question. We're in Sally's classroom, so Sally's teacher. All right, so the question says, Sally's teacher asked her to complete a math problem involving fractions. Sally's answer to the selected question was 11/6. So the question is, which addition fraction problem was Sally solving? So out of A, B, C, and D, which one was the one that she solved to get her 11/6? Now this goes back to last week. And if you guys remember, this is the lesson about decomposing fractions, okay? I know Arlo was talking about worms because last semester we talked about worms. But here is mathematical decomposing. So we're decomposing a fraction, also known as break apart, right? So I'm going to write that here, just so we know, again, what decompose means. Decompose means to break apart. So we're going to break apart, oops, that's a T, sorry guys. Break apart a fraction. So the fraction that we're trying to break apart here is 11/6. So we just got to break it apart, see what are all the possible answers. I could go through and find all the possible answers to 11/6, or I could just check the answer choices, because you look at A, right? Look at B, look at C, look at D. You can add them up to see if they even add up to 11. That's probably the fastest way to do it. So I would suggest to do that way, right? So let's do it that way. We know that some kind of fractions, when we break apart 11/6, we're going to get some smaller fraction pieces. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and check out A. All right, A has 1 6 plus 5 6. Is that a possible equation that she solved? Add them up together, that only gives us 6 6. That is not close to 11 6 at all. Cross that out. A's not the answer. Let's go to B. 3 6 plus 3 6 plus 3 6. Add those together, you get 9 6. Nope, not the answer either. She didn't use that one. Letter C. 5 6 plus 1 6 plus 4 6 plus 3 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 3 is equal to 13. That is over 11, so not the answer there. Let's take a look at D. D is showing us 5 6 plus 2 6 plus 4 6, and that will give us 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11. That is the equation that she used. So she actually used, if we decompose this, the correct problem that she solved was 5 6 plus 2 6 plus 4 6. So D is our answer for number 2. So I wrote it all out. Probably took me about a minute to do that, but you don't have to rewrite it because it's on the study guide, and it'll be on the tests. And so you just have to add them up, put the answer, add them up, put the answer, add them up, put the answer, and you'll see you've solved it. That would be probably less than 20 to 30 seconds to solve that problem. All right, so that's number 2. Let's move on to number 3. All right, I don't want this video to get too long, and so we'll move fairly quick. All right, let's go down to number 3. Now number 3 I like because it has pictures. Again, I'm a visual learner. I need these pictures to help me out. So we can get rid of my webcam real quick. Let's do number 3. All right. So number 3, I might have to move my webcam up here too. All right. So the question for number 3 says, Miss Cooper's student created models to represent the following equation. Now the equation has to be 1/5 plus 1/5 is equal to 2/5. So which model correctly shows the addition problem above, and why? All right, so let's take a look at the actual choices. A. All right, A has how many pieces in that whole? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are we dealing with 10 pieces in the whole here? Not quite. And how many are shaded? Let's count the shaded pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no 7 in this equation at all. So A is definitely not the answer. And take a look at the reason. This student wrote down this reason saying because 1/6 of the circle is shaded. That is not even correct. We're not looking at 6 pieces, and we're not looking at 1 shaded. And so A does not talk about that equation up there. Let's cross that out. A is not the answer. B, how many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 triangles. But let's check out the reason. Because there are 5 triangles and the numerator is 1. Does that model show 1/5 plus 1/5 is equal to 2/5? No, there's only 1 shaded triangle. So that means that's not the answer. We're looking for 2/5. We're looking for a model that shows 1/5 plus 1/5 is equal to 2/5. And that just shows us 1/5. So B is not the answer. Let's take a look at C. Looking a little better now. How many blocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 2 shaded, and the reason says, the student says, because there is 2 out of 5 pieces, and each part is 1/5. That makes sense now. There's 1/5. Now each of those part is 1/5. There's 2 shaded in. 1, 2. So that means we have 2/5, just like the equation. So that one's looking good, guys. Let's just double check D to make sure that we're not reading it wrong. All right. So let's get D. D has 5 pieces as well, and there's 4 shaded in, and it says because 1/5 is not shaded. Does that explain to us why 1/5 plus 1/5 would be equal to 2/5? No, it doesn't. So the only one that makes sense is C. It has 2 shaded in out of 5. 2 shaded in out of 5. So that's what we wanted, because that equation up there actually talks about 1/5 plus 1/5 is equal to 2/5. So the answer to number 3 is C. That's how I would figure it out, right? Pretty simple. Let's go to number 4. All right, I think this might be the last one for me, and then afterwards I'll put the answer sheet up, and then we'll do the rest in class tomorrow and Monday. All right, number 4. We already reviewed this earlier, adding mixed numbers, so we should be able to do this now. And so let me pull up my paper again. All right. Oh, the chat's really dead now. Hopefully you guys are still there. The chat's really dead. Let me do this. Quick fist of 5, guys. Quick fist of 5. Where are you on this mixed number before we get into this? Where do you think you are? So if you think you're 5, type 5. If you think you're 4, type 4. If you think you're 3, type 3. While I'm setting up this problem, all right? So let's see. Fist of 5. Who's got it? Who kind of gets it? Who's halfway? Who needs help? And who doesn't understand? Use the chat, guys. See where you guys are at. Let's set up this problem. We have to find the sum of 2 1/3 plus 2 2/3. All right. So I'm gonna do both methods for this problem too. All right, I'm gonna do both methods for this problem too. All right. So I can make this a little bigger so we can all see. All right. And it doesn't matter if you guys see me. I'm actually gonna take that off. No more Mr. Lee on the screen. All right. So we have 2 1/3 plus 2 2/3. Method number 1 was for us to change that into improper fractions. And here's another chance for you to see how to do it again, right? So I'm going to show you guys again how to do it. I would take the denominator, multiply it by the whole number. So I'm going up, right? Cool. I see some 5s coming in. The chat is a little slow, so cool. I'm already starting my problem when I'm just finally reading the fist of 5s. And Miss Lipscomb's better have a 5 because, you know, she's teaching this too. All right. Just kidding. Just joking. All right. So 3 times 2 will give us 6, and we just have to do 6 plus 1. All right. So we multiply the denominator by the whole. What we get from that, we just add the numerator to it. That will give us our numerator. All right. So we have, and the denominator stays the same, guys. Remember, because the pieces of the whole doesn't change. So we have 7/3 as our improper fraction. Then do the same thing over here. Denominator times the numerator. Denominator times the whole number. I'm sorry, that was a mistake. Denominator times the whole number, which gives us 6 again. And we just take that 6, add to the numerator, and we get our 8. 8/3. So now we're here at the simple adding fractions. We just add the numerators together. When we add the numerators, we get 15/3. And then remember, we have to change this improper fraction back into a mixed number. And if you guys check it out, this is pretty cool because we just have to divide the numerator divided by the denominator. And this works out to become a perfect 5 wholes, right? Because 3 can go into 15 5 times. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. So our answer here is going to be 5 wholes with 0 remainder. So that means 5 wholes is our answer. And if you go back to look at our study guide, A, B, C, and D, D is our correct answer for that. All right, so I'm going to put a big D because 5 is our answer. All right, that was method number 1. Like I said, I want to show you guys the different method again, just in case people are struggling with that first method. And I want to show you guys another possible way to do this. Okay, many ways to do this. There's even the modeling way, but we didn't do the modeling way yet with like the fraction strips and the number line. But I'm going to show you guys these 2 methods first. It's very important to get these 2. All right. So the second method, same problem. All right. Again, just showing you guys a different way to do it. The second method, again, I'm going to put my little notes here on the side. It was to add, I'm going to abbreviate it, the whole numbers, and then add the fractions. All right. So that's how we do the second method. We just add the whole numbers together. Again, I'm going to box in my like terms, my 2 whole numbers. I'm adding them together. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. and that I'm going to circle my fractions so I know I'm adding those fractions together. 1/3 plus 2/3 is equal to 1 plus 2 is 3. Denominator stays the same when we're adding fractions with common denominators. And so now we have 4. Of course, we're mixed numbers, so we're mixing the whole and the fraction. So it's going to be 4 wholes and 3/3. But again, using our knowledge of fractions, if we have 3 out of 3, that makes a whole. So this is really equal to 4 plus 1. And 4 plus 1 is 5. And so in this case, works out really easily from method number 2. And there you go. There you have it. We found the answer to number 4 in 2 different ways. All right. So there you have it. I only did 4 problems. I don't want this video to get too long. You know, if there's a request over the weekend or later this week that people want to do more YouTube Live and see me doing this online, I might do it again. You know, I might do it again. Maybe this weekend sometime when I can. And if you can't join me live, you can always go back and watch it. So remember, my channel is FongArt. There you go. And you know, since it is FongArt and it's snow day, you know, I should do a little drawing here. So at the end of the video, let me do a little drawing. Let me take a request from the audience, my audience in the chat room. What should I draw? What should I draw? Alright, so I'm going to give it a little minute. Like I said, the chat room is a little slow. So while you guys are putting in requests in the chat room, Miss Lipscomb, you can even put in a request too. I'm going to go ahead and draw myself this morning before I look at the chat room because the chat room is a little slow. So let's just have some fun too. We did a lot of math, man. I need a little brain break, and let's do some drawings, right? So Sam, you still there? Hopefully you're still there. And let's see, this is Quint's S, because Quint meaning 5 S's. So 5 S's there. Yeah, put in a request, man. David, hopefully you still there too, man. Let's put in some requests. I'm going to try to do some drawings here. Clear this out. Let's get into some shadow. There we go. Alright, so let's see. This is how I look like this morning. Alright, so I have my little flannel shirt on. I'll put my webcam back on so you guys see I'm drawing myself. Actually, you know what? Let's go bird's eye view. Get rid of that study guide. Alright, so I got my flannel shirt on this morning, or my plaid shirt on this morning. Alright, any requests? Any drawing requests? Because you know this is my FongArt channel. I gotta give it to my YouTube audience as well. Gotta do some drawings. Alright. Job Lee. So you want me to draw my son, huh? Alright. Hey Johnny, what's up? Good to see you. Alright, alright. I could draw Job. He was super excited about the snow yesterday. In the snow yesterday. He made a snow angel. Man, it was so cool. His first snow angel. He was like so cute. Alright. Alright, so that's me. Oh, I didn't realize I was off the camera there on my drawing. Alright, math rules. Okay, I got my first request of drawing Job Lee, my son. Yeah, so I'm gonna draw him yesterday. So this is him yesterday. He had his big hat on that was covering him in the snow. I mean, he was playing in the snow, you know. So his big eyes, super cute eyes, long lashes. He has some long lashes, and he was like, that hat was covering his face. So it's kind of how I'm gonna draw him. And he had his jacket on, and he's enjoying himself in the snow. And he got a snowball. He did throw some snowballs yesterday, but you know the snow didn't make good snowballs, so they just fell apart. There's Job. His little coat. If I can find a picture real quick, I'll probably even show you guys. Alright, Miss Lip's gonna say, draw a student thinking about how to. Sorry, that window's off the screen. Let me see what she's saying there. How to add fractions with improper fractions. Okay, cool. Oh, so a little comic here, eh? Alright, so I'm gonna draw. Since Sam and David were the first two in the chat, I'm gonna draw them. Alright, so So Sam, he was from last year. So Sam he's actually the 6th grader. So I'm gonna draw him, giving the problem to David because David is my 4th grader. So there you go, Sam. Yeah, this is not that good. I'm just drawing really fast. Sam is going to be saying, "Can you do this problem?" Can you add 11/4 plus 7/4? That's what Sam is saying to David. And David's over here. David's like, that's improper. Is that even possible? So he's sitting here. Well, David has glasses now too, so I'm going to draw you with glasses, David. So he's over here thinking, all right? And that hand looks funny. So he's just kind of going, So there we go. So Sam's kind of like, can you add these too? And I know David can because David is pretty bright. So Sam, science video. Maybe we might see Christoph again or something, right? I should draw Christoph since we're here. Christoph is our genius who came up with all these simple machines, right? Him and his awesome staff, which he used to create his lever. Where's Christoph? Yeah, Christoph made it into the video. All right. Sam, sorry I haven't animated your drawing yet. I haven't had time, man. I haven't even had time to do my own videos. But I'll get to it. I'll get to it when I can. Alright, so some drawings from my FongArt and some math for my math class. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and thanks for tuning in. Funny thing though, guys, I wasted a whole 40 minutes earlier just doing it on my Amana Academy account, and it wouldn't let anybody watch it. So I did this twice, but alright, so I'm going to try to edit these videos to get it into separated parts so people can go back and watch it. Instead of watching the whole 30 minutes, or 40 minutes now too, they can watch segments. And so, alright, cool. So good seeing you, Sam. Thanks, Miss Lipscomb, for tuning in. Yeah, I did get some subscribers just through this live. As always, live is one of the best ways to kind of get some subscribers on YouTube. So, alright, thank you guys for tuning in. Alright, so this is FongArt, Mr. Lee.